Let's take a look at your markets now. Now, the sell-off is gaining traction on most fronts, starting off with your local markets. Now, the JSE received a downbeat handover from Asian markets. This as global geopolitical concerns outweighed strong growth numbers from China. The JSE also suffering today with the all share losing over 2%, the financial 15 down 1.1%, industrial 25 losing 1.8%, resources 10 complex taking the biggest knock down 3.5%. Over in Wall Street now, markets initially started the day weaker as or rather on the back of upbeat earnings from United Health and Morgan Stanley. We saw somewhat of a turnaround, but those Middle East tensions have capped those gains. Now, as you can see, the S&P 500, the only one in the red, but pretty flat, down 0.07%. The Nasdaq also flat, up 0.08%. The Dow gaining 0.3%. Let's move over to European stocks. In the meantime, they extended declines in today's session as investors keep a close eye on developments in the Middle East. In company earnings, Swedish group Ericsson out with first quarter numbers. Profit beat expectations, and it said that sales might stabilize in the second half of the year. Now, this is despite weak demand for 5G gear. With that, markets deeper into the red. FTSE 100 down 1.8%, the CAC 40 and the DAX down just under 1.6%. Let's move over to your currency markets now. The local unit under pressure as risk-off sentiment persists. As you can see, it's weakness on all ends. The dollar to the rand above that 19 rand mark at 19.03. The pound to the dollar also weaker there at 23.67, and the euro to the rand at 20.23. Let's take a look at your other currencies. The euro to the dollar at weaker at 1.06. The pound to the dollar. Now, the British pound continued to trade at a 5-month low against the dollar following jobs data from the UK. Unemployment rose to 4.2% from 3.9% a year ago, while regular wage growth, excluding bonuses, rose more than expected by 6%. As you can see, it is weaker there at 1.24, and then the dollar to the yen above 154.